The video that I shot in a restaurant not too long ago with the Garbage Pail Kids and the Husky Puppy and the Weird Al little girl, well, that was going to be shot at the Golden Corral, but minds were changed and we ended up going to a different restaurant. I'm looking at that Golden Corral tray now and kind of feel bad that that video was not shot at the Golden Corral because I am very loyal to the GC. And the GC tray is one object in a plethora of junk that is on the floor of my workstation, and I am vowing today to clean up my act, so to speak. This place, yes, the Garbage Pail Kids would definitely appreciate my workstation, so I'm going to try and get rid of some of the garbage. I will keep the Garbage Pail Kid Sentinel on my computer. Seeing that each and every day now will make me smile. Here's another object from the past. The actress Courtney Cox of Friends fame was launched into stardom wearing this t-shirt. Not this particular t-shirt, but one just like this. In the video Dancing in the Dark, Bruce Springsteen brings a lovely lady up on stage to dance with him, and she later became a millionaire television actress that is a household name. This is probably my favorite garment in the world, and I don't know why I keep it around. I can't wear it. If I put this on, it would be a belly shirt and it would be quite embarrassing, but it's probably one of the crown jewels in my junk pile, so I'll have to find somewhere for that. There's a lot of these notebooks lying around everywhere. There's a lot of paper, a lot of pens, a lot of orange. But the good news, and I guess the selling point of today, the brave thing I'm doing today, is I need to find an orange envelope, just like this one. Now, this room of the Lower Kingdom has been sealed off because our new cat Cece seems to love to eat this plant. It must be delicious. I don't know if it's a catnip species or whatever or whatnot, but the cat eats this like it was a delicious Caesar salad. But first things first, I need to find an orange envelope. An orange envelope I have in plenty. There we go. I need one of those. I do need a return address label. Very rarely, people do indeed write me back on these orange letters. It takes a certain kind of courage to bid on these letters. It takes even more courage to write back to the madman that's sending them out across the world. But I need one of these, so let me put that on here, just like so. Alright, I also need the 50-cent piece for the letter. I have a lot of 50-cent pieces, and I hopefully will go through a ton of them in this year to follow. So I need a 50-cent piece for my letter. And this is a 1996 50-cent piece. Okay, so we got that. Now the letter itself, it kind of peeked out from the Frontier Wolf folder. Here it is. Now the young man that I'm sending this letter to, his name is Gregory. It might be tempting to read the letter that I wrote to Gregory, but I don't think I'll do that. I might share one of these random letters to a random stranger somewhere down the line. Now I also need to seal the deal, so to speak. I remember back in the old days, like kings and royalty and dukes would have their signet ring and they'd put their seal on their letters with wax. Now I promise I will never stoop so far, or if I do stoop so far as to smearing earwax on a letter and then stamping it, it's time to call the people in the white coats. But there, that's my seal. And I will tape the 50-cent piece right here, like so. I don't know if I have any tape down here or not. With all this junk, oh, there it is. There it is. With all this junk, it had to be around here somewhere, so let me get that going. It's challenging trying to do stuff one-handed. There's a new song that my friend likes at work by a gentleman by the name of Waka Flocka Flame. Waka Flocka Flame. And the song is about doing it with no hands. And I insist to this young man that Waka Flocka Flame is talking about riding a bicycle with no hands, because that's pretty dangerous. However, my young friend is not buying into that. He thinks that Waka Flocka Flame is doing something else with no hands. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so we got the letter. We got a tape 50-cent piece. I'm going to put the seal on the back as well. There we go. And then when all's said and done, this is going to go out in my mail today. I think I'll have to put 2 stamps on it, because with the big chunk of metal along for the ride, I think the weight limit is passed, so it might take 2 Purple Hearts. Now, the address of this young fellow, I'm not going to show that on this video either. I don't think that's appropriate. But I'm going to put that address somewhere else than just on that envelope. In my old apartment, I had a huge map of the United States and a huge map of the world. And I put pins in all the places that I sent my orange letters in the past. And I don't know if I'm going to do that again. It's a very fun visual aid, but I have all these ugly notebooks that I never got to use. And I'm going to grab an orange one. And let's see if I can find a Sharpie that'll... purple, brown. I don't know if brown will work. Orange letters. So every orange letter that I send out, the name, the date, the address, will go into this ugly notebook. Kind of like a ledger of all the deeds that I'm doing, of all the letters that I'm sending out in the world. Kind of like messages in a bottle, but instead of using a bottle, I'm using an orange envelope. No, this is not a bomb shelter. This is just kind of where I keep my stuff. I'm going to be needing that Gatorade later in the year, and I'll talk about that, I'm sure, in the future. But yes, so I'm going to fix together Gregory's letter. I'm going to put his name, his address, the date here, how much the letter sold for, and hopefully maybe I'll hear back from Gregory. And if that's the case, I'm sure I'll write about that too in this notebook. So let the brave mailing begin.